This is London, the city that is shaped by collaboration and creation. From music to fashion, art to entertainment, here is your update on the melting pot that I call home. At only 25 years of age, South London Sneakbo is a pioneer of his craft. As one of UK rap's biggest independent names, his first official steps into the limelight were in 2011, when he graced the UK with his debut single, The Wave. This week we spoke to the artist about his new album and got a few words of wisdom on the area it was named after, Brixton. Sneakbo's album was out last week.
Yeah, Brixton.
What do you think?
I think it's amazing, especially the intro as well. I was like blown away. I'm not saying I'm his biggest fan, but I'm not sure what to expect, but he still kept it raw, and that's what I love about it.
It's amazing, it's so good. Yeah, I mean, he's an incredibly talented artist as it is anyway, and his body of work that he has had out previously up until now has always been, every single one that he's released, it just keeps setting the bar, raising the bar higher and higher. And it's great that he's called it Brixton as well, repping for South. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you've got to listen to it because it's great.
I have to say, congratulations, new album. You've got a few big names on there as well. You've got Notes, Gigs, Hangin,
Conor Maynard.
Tell us Conor Maynard. Tell us a little bit about it.
Basically, Brixton, that's the name of my album. That's where I grew up. And yeah, most of the tracks is just me talking about my life experiences, like what I've been through in Brixton, how I've changed and come from a negative life to a positive life. And yeah, that's what the album's mainly about. The features, Gigs is obviously, he's from Peckham. And back in the days, the areas used to have problems. Not me and Gigs, but the areas. And yeah, Gigs is like my main feature on there.
Brixton is obviously extremely close to your heart, and I think that it's an area that a lot of amazing artists have come out of. Tell us how you've seen this area change.
The way I've seen it change, when I was younger, it was a more darker place. It was like a scarier, the things you'll hear about Brixton, you wouldn't want to go there and you wouldn't want to move there, live there or anything. But now, since I've been doing this music thing and I've seen the changes, I've just seen it's like the West End kind of now, like it's changing a bit and everyone comes out here, there's more bars. Back in the days there weren't as much bars as there is now, there's more clubs, the nightlife is better, it's just better, it's just changing, more positive now.
Now let's go back to the album itself because you've had some amazing feedback. I saw a tweet the other day, somebody had travelled 54 miles to get a hard copy of Brixton. How does it feel to have this amazing feedback?
No, that feels good, man. Like, someone just going that far to get my CD. And yeah, and I actually see that person who went to get my CD, she tweets me every single day. So I know like she's a real fan. So I could expect something like that from her because she tweets every day without fail, like more than 30 tweets a day.
I want to talk about your lyrics because you have some pretty powerful lyrics.
Yeah. The inspiration behind my lyrics is basically, it's just stuff I've been through, or maybe I've gone through it, like I'm going through it now or something, or my friends have gone through stuff. I just rap about what I've been through, what the people around me has been through. And yeah, like it's just real, and I know we're going through this, but every country there's someone that's going through like the same thing. If you talk about like my friend got life, or my daddy's not there for me, or my girl cheated on me, or I don't know, whatever I want to talk about, someone over there is going through that same thing. So yeah, people just relate, man, when you're being real.
Yeah,
come on. Can't wait, man. No, you're welcome, anytime. Thank you.
We're done. So while Sneakbo clearly appreciates South London, we found out a few reasons why so many people are drawn to this area of the city.
Well, it's very vibrant. Apart from us, you've got African drummers, you've got singers, you've got different people, different cultures about coming to Brixton and play.
I've been living here my whole life, and yeah, South London's cool. There's a lot of like trendy people that come over here now, but originally, it was mainly like more of a black community, especially around Brixton, Peckham. So yeah, it's just nice just seeing everything just kind of mold and merge together, you know what I'm saying?
This area has probably changed most probably in the last 5 years, but it's still amazing. Like you can see every single colour of person, every single religion, every single background, and I think now everyone's more accepting, so it's amazing at the moment.
I would say I love the fact that it's so multicultural. You can see people from all different walks of life. It's a place which unites people together. They've got so much going on in Brixton, from kind of like mini festivals to just places where you can gather with your friends, and even in this building downstairs there's always something going on. So it's just a place that unites people together, and it is amazing to be here.
If somebody's never been to South London before, what would you say to expect?
Expect the culture, expect culture vultures, and yeah, just enjoy experience just like where you go anywhere else, isn't it?
Culture vultures are tourists, right?
No, not tourists. No,
what culture vultures?
Like gentrification.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's popping in South London now.
Yeah.
That's the new thing.
The new thing, gentrification. Yeah. I also want to talk to you about the fact that obviously South London is home to some incredible music. We've seen the likes of gigs come out of South London. So talking Stormzy, like Sneakbo, David Bowie even. Shout out to David Bowie.
Shout out to David Bowie.
You know, being in South London and working in radio, we love, you know, supporting upcoming and emerging talent and trying to get them to where they want to be and on the charts. So it's amazing to see, and there's definitely been a change over the past couple of years, and a good change at that. So it's fantastic.
One of my reasons for loving Brixton is there's quite a big Caribbean community here, so there's like an abundance of good reggae record shops and great live music venues.
In terms of London music, I'd say the grime thing was our thing, but in South, I'd say UK hip hop, rap, as much as they've got involved in the grime scene, it's always been a bit more of a stronghold for hip hop and rap. I'd say, yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed about South, is that you're more likely to get rappers coming from South than MCs, if that makes sense.
Staying south of the city, next up we headed to House of Vans. In celebration of International Women's Day, the iconic skateboard brand hosted Girls Skate, the two-day event that set out to foster female skateboard culture. We caught up with a few female faces at the event.
Okay, so I am, I guess, like one of the hostesses. I'm just basically showing people around all the amazing things that the House of Vans has got to offer. So we've got different segments, we've got different rooms with loads of different things going on. So for example, we've got skate clinics, so Skate Biscuits are here to help teach everyone how to skateboard if they haven't done so, or just show a few tips if they're kind of wanting to improve on the skills. Then we've got some workshops where you can make your own t-shirts, you can build your own skate ramp. We've got a nail company here who's there to like jazz up your nails if you need it. Everyone needs it in their life, let's be honest. And like lots of different stalls to do with like skateboarding, just to kind of, you know, promote them, and especially because they're all like independent people as well.
Well, I've been skateboarding for 20 years now, so it basically means everything to me. I've just been immersed in skateboarding, skate culture for so long now that really I couldn't imagine my life without it.
I've been skateboarding about 4 months. Okay. 4 months steadily. I started last summer and kind of been doing it in patches. And I started just because I thought it was cool. So I got learning just going to parks by myself and coming to some of the House of Vans skate workshops on the weekends.
Even in the time that I've been in the scene, which isn't a very long time to be honest, it has changed so much. So I remember going to girls' nights and there'd be like 10, 15 of us, kind of like 20 max. Now you turn up and there's like 100 girls. And everyone's skating, like no one's sitting down, everyone's on it, and like it's such a cool thing to see like how it's grown so much. And I think nowadays, like the perspective about how people see women in skating and about especially older skaters and younger skaters, like just in general, like the attitude towards it is grown in such a positive direction.
Well, in the past few years, the participation amongst women has just increased dramatically, and that's so good. So I guess that's helped more people get involved, and then made it so that the skate park is a friendlier place to go to as a woman, because you're not kind of faced with it just being males anymore. You're almost likely to see another girl skating.
But now, like, there's so many more girl skaters, it's becoming far more casual to see them. So I think it's just people like, oh, sick, there's a girl, she's doing her thing, rather than being like, what the hell? Like, it's kind of chilled out a bit more, and I think like now as a girl when you go to a park, like it's a bit less everyone staring at you. You feel more intense. Like, I think it's just become a bit more relaxed because it's now, you know, it's more of a common thing to see.
Generally, the amount of skate parks and a bit of social media, but skate parks doing all girls sessions and kind of jumping on, seeing that they work and that they're successful. And then obviously by doing that, then like groups of girls kind of forming around, and then they are using social media and word of mouth to get themselves meeting up all around. It's wicked.
And let's talk about iconic women, because obviously this week it was International Women's Day. UK iconic women that you want to give a shout out to are
every single girl on the skate scene who is smashing it right now. Cheesy, but it's like so sick what's happening lately.
Including yourself.
Thank you.
My wife. Yeah,
She's
my wife over there. My wife over there. And just all the women in South London. Yeah.
My mum.
Mama.
Shout out to my mum.
Mama Jack.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Rosalind.
Rosalind.
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Old school.
I am going to say somebody who I believe is an inspiration to me in terms of what it is that I do, Maya Jama. Yeah, I have to say, she is somebody who I look up to because she's completely herself. She represents herself well. She's incredibly talented as well, and she's for the people, and I think that that is so important.
So Josie Millard is an up-and-coming skater from Brighton. She's had a bit of an ankle injury, but she's out there, she's doing it, and she's going to be the one to watch.
Listen, oh my lord, Trisha Goddard.
Trisha Goddard.
We got Trisha Goddard.
So we've got number 1, Trisha Goddard.
Alicia Dixon.
2.
Lisa Mafia.
3.
What's my girl's name? Lady of Soul, Jenny Francis. She does.
4.
Yeah, Jenny Francis. And one more, Mum, innit? It's Mum, man.
Mum. What's your mum's name?
Mum.
Mum.
I like Max online. She's a radio interviewer. I like her because always just supported me, and she's doing her thing. And yeah, she just showed love. Adele from the UK, big fan of her. Her songs like touch me sometimes, so yeah. Even though I'm a big man, that song still touches me. But yeah, I love Adele, so big up her as well. And big up you.
Thank you. Thank you.
My grandma, obviously.
What's your grandma called?
She's called Penny Sweetman.
Penny Sweetman,
Yeah.
you are sweet.
Yeah.
You know, influential women, there's like no one person, it's just, you know, women who are helping other women, because there's a lot of women who are like jealous and like snaking other women, and that's not cool whatsoever. It's the ones who are genuinely trying to help and push and promote other women in any sport, in any walks of life. You know, just shout out to all of those, because like it's a difficult job and it's so like mentally draining, and they put their own time into it. I think that's just wicked. So women everywhere who are supportive, shout out to you.
So that is your London wrap-up for this week. Make sure you check out Sneakbo's Brixton. If you are in the UK, take a trip to South London. And if you can't skate, do not worry. You're not alone. You're still cool. Stay tuned for more UK coverage. For Complex News, I'm Fenn.